Okay, so start करने से पहले let's get through some basics that you need to know for this particular chapter. Abhi, because it is areas related to circles, let's look at circle. Okay, parts of a circle. First thing, circle may this point, let's say this is a center, let's call it O. From O, if I draw a line to anywhere on the circle, what is this called? Radius. Radius is usually denoted by small r, sometimes capital R, depending. Okay. Next, if I extend OA to the other side, let's call this point B.
Diameter.
AB will be the
Diameter.
Very good. And what is the relation between radius and diameter?
Diameter is equal to
Diameter is twice of radius.
half of radius.
Diameter is twice of radius or half of radius?
Twice of radius.
Twice. 2r.
Yeah, twice of radius.
Who's saying half? Abhi kisi ne half bola. So diameter is the bigger one. So diameter is 2 times of radius. Okay. Or the smaller one, radius will be half of the diameter. Okay. Then you have other things. Abhi diameter is passing through the center of the circle. Kyunki it's like 2 times radius, center say you need, that's the relation, right? Now what if we have a line that is not passing through the center? Koi bhi random line, let's
Chord.
CD is called the
Chord.
chord. Okay, which is okay? Is diameter a chord? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
it is the longest
Yes.
chord.
It is the longest chord.
Very good, correct. So diameter is also a line that has the endpoints on the circle. So it is also a chord. Just that the special property is 1, it's passing through the center, and 2, that's basically why it is the longest chord. Now, or kya? Okay, there is a property. Like suppose you have a diameter, and if I just draw an angle subtended from the diameter to any point on the circle. So what will be the
90
measurement of
Right angle.
right angle or 90 degrees? So angle in a semicircle, do you guys remember last year tha ye property?
Yes. And
Yes,
then the
sir.
semicircle is
Yeah.
90.
Yes.
And quadratic one also.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now coming to other properties, let's say chord hai. If I break any piece of the circle such that I take like a piece of the circle also with it. So this blue color outline jo form kar raha hai, what do you call? What is this of a circle?
Minor sector.
Sector.
Very good.
Minus
Sector.
Yes. So this is called a sector. Abhi breaking off matlab I'm getting 2 pieces, right? So the smaller piece where the angle is smaller is the minor sector, and wherever the angle is bigger would be the major sector. Major, bigger, minor, smaller. Okay. And if at all I break off a piece not from the center, like for example, I take this piece of the circle, like what do you call the part that is shaded by in red in
Segment.
color?
minor segment.
Segment.
That would be a segment. Now you can see the similar thing happening again. The smaller area would be the minor segment, and the part
The
broken
major.
up by the bigger would be the major segment. Okay. So what creates segment in a circle?
Chord.
Chord.
A chord is the one that creates segment in circle. अगर कोई भी chord draw किया, it divides circles into two parts, and each of those parts is called a segment. Okay, and sector के लिए you need the center of the circle also to be involved in it. So ये पूरा part that I'm shading in blue would be the sector. Sector and segment. Okay, and sector and segment हमेशा they are defined by the angle. So a lot of times this angle is denoted by theta, like formula mein and all of that. Okay. And another part of the circle that you have. So agar koi bhi circle mein I take two random points, and what is this tiny bit between two random points?
R.
So this is called of the circle.
R.
Okay. So these are like the basic parts of the circle. Measurement ke, like from the point of view of measurements, you need to know that diameter is 2 times radius. Now let's look at other measurements related to circle. Okay, one, what do you mean by perimeter?
Circumference.
Circumference of the circle.
Circumference.
That circumference, okay, synonyms, ठीक है, like specific to circle बोला है, तो it's called circumference, but what is it? What are you measuring when I say perimeter or circumference?
The boundary of the circle.
Boundary of the circle.
Correct. So the length of the boundary, like if I simply take the outline, वो पूरा कितना length occupy कर रहा है, like single length कितना है, that would be the circumference or perimeter. Like usually it's called perimeter. Circle में especially it will be called circumference. What is the circumference of a circle?
2 pi r.
2 pi r.
Pi d.
2 pi r. Yes. Next, what is the area of a circle?
Pi r square.
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 Very good. So all of this you guys are clear with. This you need to know pakka. Then we can go forward to the other things. Okay, these are like your basic things that you absolutely need to know. Okay. Now in this particular chapter, the formulas that you have would be dealing with sector and segment. Okay.
Ma'am,
So first,
also quadrant.
which one? Quadrant. Oh, nice. Okay, let me talk about that also. ठीक है. So you have a circle. Sector में कोई भी angle हो सकता है ना. So if that angle happens to be 90 degrees, then you get quarter of a circle, right? Like 1/4 of a circle. Imagine personal pizza. Personal pizza कितने slices मिलते हैं?
4
You get
quadrants.
slices. 4 slices usually. Yeah. So 4 slices मतलब each slice में angle कितना होगा? Like if I have a circle,
90 degrees.
90. 360 by 4.
90 degree.
yes. So when that angle is 90 degrees, this particular sector has
a quarter.
a name. It's called a quadrant. Okay. Quad relating to 4, like quadrilateral is 4 sides. So quadrant is circle को अगर 4 parts में divide किया, तो 1 part is a quadrant, each part. Okay. Similarly, what do you call a sector with angle 180 degrees?
Semicircle.
Semicircle.
Absolutely. So अगर ये
Semicircle.
sector है, तो दोनों radius के बीच में angle is 180 degrees, तो straight line हो जाएगा. And this part of the circle is half of the circle, 1/2 of the circle. So अगर 180 degrees है, तो you get a semicircle. See, these are just like special cases, special names for sector and segment. Okay. All right. Now coming to different formulas related to sector and segment. So sector maybe there are two formulas we'll learn for both sector and segment. One is the perimeter of the sector, and one is the area of the sector. Okay. Sector is like really easy. Before we find out the perimeter of a specific sector, let's see. Okay, पूरा circle का circumference is 2 pi r. If I want to find length of a particular arc, अभी मुझे पूरा सर्कल नहीं चाहिए. So let's say we have the
Theta
whole,
by 260 into 2 pi r.
हाँ. So let's say this is the center. We just want यहाँ से यहाँ तक का length कितना है, this particular arc का length. Let's call it L. So radius is R. And जो arc बना रहा है, let's say this is theta. So length of arc will be equal to. So how would you find it? So all the formulas, right? Even when you're finding the area, even when you're finding length of the arc, the logic is the same thing. So पूरा circle में angle कितना है total?
360.
360 degree.
360 degrees,
360.
right? एक पूरा circle करना है तो you get 360 degrees. So 360 degrees. So if you're going all 360 degrees, you're traveling 2 pi r distance. अभी पूरा distance like पूरा 360 degrees नहीं travel कर रहा है. If you're starting from here, we are going only theta angle. So theta degrees के लिए how much? Okay, so it's like
Theta by
pure unitary method. So यहाँ पे cross multiplication किया तो you get length of the arc is equal to theta by 360 degrees into 2 pi r. Okay, so this is the formula for length of the arc. Okay, so note this down in your books, like all the formulas noted down so that for future revisions and all reference के लिए सही से मिल जाएगा. So at the minimum, like formula तो note करना पड़ेगा along with the figure. The rest of it is up to you. अगर derivation चाहिए तो note कर सकते हैं, otherwise you can skip it.
Ma'am, we have to note the star point and the diagram.
हाँ, the star point along with the diagram is important क्योंकि पता होना चाहिए ना r क्या है, theta क्या है. So this along with the diagram is important. Absolutely noted.
Okay, ma'am.
So once you guys are done, then we look at sector related formulas. Okay, Anirban is done. जिसका भी हो गया बताओ so that then we can talk about the sector. Puneet is done. Nancy is done. Alina is done. So Aditya, Dhruv, and Neki, and Divya. Dhruv.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
when I'm writing a chat to you, like personally, it's not going and it's saying last year is not in the meeting.
Sorry, I didn't get you, Neki. Can you repeat that? क्या हुआ when you're writing?
Ma'am, when I'm writing a chat personally to you, it's not going. It's saying that you are not in the meeting.
Oh, but you are in the meeting. You're able to use the mic also.
You in the sense.
अच्छा, right. Okay, क्योंकि मैंने disconnect करके reconnect किया ना, so I think there'll be another last year J in the list. तो उसको choose कर लेना. But use mic, no? Like jo bhi hai, you can talk to me directly. That's easier.
Okay, then I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right. Now sector. First, we're dealing with perimeter of the sector. Again, we need figure. Okay. So let's say this is the sector, okay? Yeah. So the angle made is theta again. Perimeter of the sector, let's call it A, B, and O. So if you want to find perimeter of the sector, what all lengths do you need to consider? What will it be equal to?
Length of the arc plus 2 radius.
Two radius.
Absolutely. So sector matlab, it is, if you look at the sector independently, the radius also is the outer boundary of the sector. This will be a sector. Okay. So you need to consider ye wala length. So arc AB is usually represented like this, AB, and put an arc above it. Okay. So this represents that it is arc AB. If you want to denote chord AB, like line segment between A and B, just put a bar over it. So that's how you differentiate between arc AB and line AB. But so the length of arc AB plus 2 times the radius. So 2 times radius is basically OA plus OB, R and R. Okay, awesome. So do you know the length of arc AB? Kitna rahega? Length of arc AB?
Theta by 360 into 2
Yes.
pi r.
Theta by 360 into 2 pi r plus 2 into r. So अगर इसको और simplify करना चाहते हो, then you can take the 2r common and you can further simplify it. So this will be equal to 2r into theta by 360 into pi plus 1. ये थोड़ा complicate हो रहा है. Like let's stick to theta by 360 into 2 pi r plus 2r. Okay. So note down the formula for perimeter of the sector also. So this part is important and this particular formula is important, and draw the figure. That's also important. Yeah. So baki sab, it's optional, but the ones that I've underlined in red, compulsorily you need to note down. And drawing also, it needs to be complete. Matlab, even if you don't use like a proper circular to draw a circle and all, it's okay. But your radius must be clearly marked. Your theta angle must be correctly marked. Like, dekhte hi, anybody should be able to understand ki acha either theta by 360 matlab you're considering the angle of the sector karke. Okay, so that way that clarity needs to be there. Okay. Okay. Then once you're done, let's look at area of the sector. So Aditya, what do you think area of the sector will be? What will be the formula? Can you figure? Aditya Mundra, are you there? Or are you still noting down? Kya ho raha hai?
I'm still noting.
Okay. Yeah, Puneet. Yes, you got it. Mansi, yes. Mansi also got it. Oh, by the way, Puneet, so when we talk about pi, right? So this pi is actually Greek for the letter P. So when you like pronunciation is pi, but when you're writing it in English, iska spelling hoga pi. PIE will be the khana wala pi.
Okay, ma'am.
Divya has sent area of a sector of the circle is equal to, yes, absolutely. Anirban also got it. Very nice. The logic is the same. Length of an arc के लिए क्या किया था हमने? 360 degrees पूरा के लिए it's 2 pi r, but we're taking only part of it, so we use unitary method. In this case also it will be the same thing. पूरा 360 degrees consider कर रहे हैं तो it will be pi r square, but we're not doing that. We're considering only theta out of it. So nice. Elena, Neki also, you guys got it. So you guys can note down area of the sector formula. You can just write area of the sector and you can write it in your books. Exactly, जो भी हो जाए. Yeah. Aditya Mundra, what's happening?
Yeah, ma'am, should I tell?
Yeah, tell.
Ma'am, I think area of the sector is theta, 0 upon 360, 360 into
0 upon 360 मतलब ये तो 0 हो गया.
sorry, theta upon 360 into pi r square.
Yeah, theta upon 360 into pi r square. Correct. That's it. Length of an arc के लिए you take perimeter because it's part of the circumference. Area of a sector के लिए because it's part of the area you take theta by 360 into pi r square. That's all there is. ठीक है. Okay. So once you noted down the formula, what do you want to do? Like, should we discuss segment also abhi, or do you want to do like 3-4 problems related to sector?
Ma'am, 3-4 problems.
हाँ, we'll get you warmed up, no? पहले इसके like, yeah, we'll do some problems and then we'll go to the segment part. Okay. Awesome. So let me know whoever is ready for the problems, then I'll like switch to this questions. Okay. Meet is ready. Elena, okay, Dhruv was also done. Awesome. Mansi, Neki are ready. So Anirban, Divya, Aditya. Yeah, just 3 of you. Anirban is also ready. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So before we get on to sector, I saw that circles related kuch problems hai. Very good problems. I'm skipping the first one because that's like, you've done problems like that last year. So look at 12.1.2. So radii of 2 circles are 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter respectively. So you're given 2 circles, ek bada, ek chota, you have 8 centimeter and you have dusra as 6 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle. Okay, तीसरा circle hai. We need to find the radius. Having equal or having area equal to the sum of the areas of the 2 circles. Okay. You guys want to do this on your own? Or should I discuss it?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Ma'am, we'll try it.
Do it and send the answer directly. Yeah. Neat already got it. Awesome. So whoever is done with 12.1.2, you can look at 12.1.3. This is also a good question. Put some thought into it. And then, yeah. Oh, okay. Elena, Divya also like second one aa gaya. Look at third one, you guys. Puneet, third, I will have to verify it. Let me see. Yes. Puneet, your third is also right. Nice. Elena also got third. सही यार, like आसान है इस ये वाला chapter तुम लोगों के लिए. It's good.
Ma'am, actually, I accidentally pressed the key. That is not my answer.
Oh, okay. Oh no, फिर बता दिया. Aditya, yes, second is correct. Mansi, second is correct. You guys look at third. Question दिख रहा है ना? Is the question visible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, do you see my answer for third one?
Third one answer discuss नहीं किया, but those who have solved it, I'm looking at it. हाँ, Aditya, I received yours. Your answer is correct. So Aditya and Elena got it. Mansi, third के लिए your answer is not correct. Did you guess or did you work it out on the paper?
I guessed it.
इसलिए ना, work it. It's pretty easy. Like already दे दिया what is the condition. You just have to put that on paper. मिल जाएगा. Okay. और किसने नहीं दिया second वाले का answer? We have 1, 2, 3.
Not even I did.
Nikki, yes, both your answers are correct. Anirban, yes. Anirban, you need to mention the units also, huh? You need to take care of that. So Anirban has sent, Nikki has sent, Alina has sent. Divya, haven't received answers from you. Oh, second ka mil gaya, third ka nahi mila. Okay, that's fine. Divya ka mil gaya. Puneet, I have received. Mansi, I have received. Aditya, I have received. Dhruv, have you sent your answers?
Just sent.
Acha. Divya, third का answer भी मिल गया. That is absolutely right. It's good. Acha, Dhruv, did you send abhi or did you send like a couple of minutes ago? क्योंकि मिला नहीं. Oh, Puneet, fourth. अच्छा, fourth discuss करना है क्या? ठीक है. I was planning to skip that. I thought you'd be able to do it. Fine. Mansi, yes. Now you got the third is correct. Okay, the second one, most of you have gotten it. The answer is 10 centimeters. That is absolutely right. So this is pretty simple, right? So pi r square unknown ka area should be equal to pi r1 square plus pi r2 square. So r1, r2 values diya hai, that's 8 and 6. So simple, you can strike off pi common nikal ke. So your r square will be equal to r1 square plus r2 square. You solve it, you'll get 10. Aapko mil gaya. The third one, who is yet to do the third one? Mansi has done it, Divya has done it, Puneet has done it. Neki has also done it. Elena has also done it. Anirban also, you also got it. Very good. Third, also, if you just like read the question, mil jayega, it's pretty easy. You're saying that it is said that perimeter and area are numerically equal. So perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r. 2 pi r, 2 into pi into r, जो value आ रहा है, that is equal to pi into r square. So once you have this equation, you just need to figure out what is the value of r. So pi will get cancelled. 1 r will get cancelled. So r will be equal to 2 units. So A is the right answer. Nice. Awesome. Everybody's gotten it. Next, question number 4. If the perimeter of a circle is equal to that of a square. So this, just do it in 2 parts, okay? So first you're given, so let's say you have a circle, let's say iska radius hai r and x square hai, let's say uska side is a. What are you given?
2 pi r is equal to 4a.
2 pi r is equal to 4a. Okay, this is given. You need to find ratio of the areas.
Pi r square by a square.
Yes, so pi r square by a square equal to how much? So if you know what is r by a, फिर उसको बस square करने पे you'll get it.
R will be 2a.
Will R be
Yeah,
2a?
R will be 2a.
Neki, you need to be careful. यहाँ पे pi is also there.
Pi,
Right?
okay, fine.
Miss, I'm getting r by a as 11 by 7.
Okay, so 2 1s are 2 2s are. So r by a will be equal to 2 into 7 by 22 ले लो. हाँ, 7 by 11 आएगा ना? Not
Yeah, sorry, 7 by 11.
7 by 11. So r by a is 7 by 11. So substitute it. So pi into r by a is 7 by 11 into 7 by 11. So pi ko bhi you can call it 22 by 7. So just substitute it, calculate it. 7 7 gets cancelled. 11 2s are, 11 1s are. So mil gaya, 7 2s are 14 by 11. So there you go. Answer is B.
No, upon a square is left, right? So
R upon A ka value itself is 7 by 11.
okay,
Wait.
got it.
Huh. Should I do it like properly in a clean whiteboard pe?
No, ma'am. So
Yes, ma'am.
instead of pi r square
Yes,
by
ma'am.
a square, we can just write it as pi into r by a whole square. That will be-
Absolutely. That's it. So once you get
got
R by A over here, you substitute that value over here. That's it. Yeah. Agar kisi ko, like if anyone wants to see how this is done, let me know. I'll do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Question note kiya na tum logon ne? Because I'll be switching the screen.
Yes.
ठीक है. So this is 12.1.4. So you're given that the perimeter of circle is equal to perimeter of square. So you have a circle, jiska radius hai r, let's say, and you have a square, jiska side hai a, let's say. So you're given that perimeter of the circle, which will be 2 pi r, is equal to perimeter of square. So what is the perimeter of square, Anirban?
4a.
4a. Okay. And we have to find, ये इस condition से, that what is the ratio of the areas. So basically area of circle upon area of square equal to how much? Okay. So let's take what is given here. So let's see. So 2 pi r is equal to 4a, right? इसको थोड़ा सा rearrange करने पे, let's cancel out the common factors. You get pi into r is equal to 2 into a, which means that थोड़ा rearrange करने पे we get r by a will be equal to how much?
2 by pi.
2 by pi, correct. Now let's take r to find. So area of the circle का value कितना होगा? What is the area of circle? What is the area of the circle?
Not got.
Pi r square.
हाँ, pi r square upon area of square कितना है अनिर्बान?
Ma'am, area of square is a.
How much is area of square?
Side square.
Side
Side
square.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे अगर side
square.
a है तो it will be a square. Okay, so we need to find what is इसका value. अभी pi is a constant anyway, like 3.14, 22 by 7 जो भी है. R by a, so write this as pi into r by a whole square. I can write it like this क्योंकि r square by a square है. Now, do you know what is the value of r upon a? Anirban? Yeah, Anirban, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, तो r upon a का वैल्यू कितना है? अभी हमने निकाला.
Ma'am, pi by 2.
क्यों? pi by 2 कैसे? So इधर से डायरेक्टली निकाल सकते हो ना? So what you found out here is r upon a. How much? What is r upon a equal to?
2 by pi.
2 by pi. यहाँ पे भी हमारे पास है r upon a only. So you can directly take this value and put it here, right? अगर if this happen to be उल्टा, so a by r अगर आया, तो फिर we'd have to like reverse this. But like we have direct r by a, right? So this is equal to 2 by pi. So you can take this value and put it here. So this I can write it as pi into, लेकिन this is squared, right? So we need to square इसका value भी. So 2 by pi into 2 by pi. Yeah. फिर pi and pi will get cancelled. Then pi की जगह substitute 22 by 7 and simplify it. Answer मिल जाएगा. You get 2 into 2 upon 22 by 7. So क्योंकि ये divide हो रहा है, ये ऊपर जाएगा. So you get 2 into 2 upon 22 into 7 ऊपर जाएगा. Then simplify it. 2 ones are 2 11s are. So 7 into 2 is 14 upon 11. Okay. So ratio of the area, like area of circle upon area of square, will be equal to 14 upon 11.
Okay.
Okay, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Workbook. Okay. Look at 5. Rather than 5, let's look at 6. Like the concept is pretty much the same. Puneet has sent answer for 5. That is correct. Yeah. But sixth May, in covering a distance of s meters, so it covering a distance of s meters matlab something has traveled a distance of s meters. A circular wheel of radius r makes s by 2 pi r revolutions. Is the statement true? Okay. Can you work this out? So there is a wheel जिसका radius is r. So when this wheel travels s meters, how many revolutions does it make? Basically, you need to figure out. If it is equal to s by 2 pi r, फिर true होगा. If it is not equal to s by 2 pi r, फिर false होगा. Okay. Aditya has given the answer. Yeah, that is correct. So this is more of, you need to be able to visualize it. कि एक revolution में कितना distance जाएगा, फिर अगर s distance गया तो how would you relate it to the number of revolutions? Nice, correct. Puneet also got it. So rest of you put some thought into it. Abhi 3:57 हो रहा है ना? After a minute, if you're able to figure out, awesome. Otherwise, we'll discuss. Yeah. Dhruv also got it correct. और कौन? Girls, Elena, Neki, Mansi. Nice. Elena has given her answer. It is correct. And who else is yet to send? Divya. So Divya and Anirban. Divya, okay. So if it is true, ठीक है. If it is false, then you need to give the reasoning also for that. Divya, can you elaborate? Actually, just give me some, like, let others also put their answers. I will ask you for the reasoning. Who else is yet to? So Neki and Alina. So Neki, Alina, and Anirban. What's up with you guys?
Yes, ma'am. Please go on.
I sent my answer. You didn't receive it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alina. I got your answer. I meant Mansi. I messed up both your names. So Mansi, working it out.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm thinking about it.
Okay. So if it's like it's slightly difficult, no, visualizing it or drawing it on paper, use something circular and then try to visualize. Yeah. कितना distance जाएगा एक revolution में? You can do that. आसान हो जाएगा फिर. Nikki, what happened? You're trying to send and it's not coming, or like what's going on?
No, I'm still solving it.
Ma'am,
Solving it, okay. Yeah.
ma'am, actually it is true. But the wrong answer.
I saw her answer there. Yeah. Okay, so we'll discuss this question. Okay. Question में क्या दिया है? You have a wheel. Okay. So there is a circular wheel. So let's say this is the starting point. अभी एक revolution में how much distance will this wheel travel? So अगर यहाँ से start किया and this starts
2 pi r.
So let's say it reaches till here and it is the same point. If this is A, it reaches like the point A is on the ground again. So how much will this distance be equal to? Anirban?
Ma'am, this is one
1
revolution.
One revolution, yes.
So it will be 2 pi r.
2 pi r, ma'am.
Correct. So एक revolution के लिए will be 2 pi r. Now अभी अगर एक दूसरा revolution लिया तो how much distance would it travel?
Ma'am, we are discussing the sixth question only, right?
हाँ. So second revolution, like once it undergoes second revolution, again it's going to travel 2 pi r distance. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So that way, if there are n revolutions, total distance कितना travel किया होगा? एक revolution में it's 2 pi r, 2 revolutions में it's 2 times 2 pi r. ऐसे if it undergoes another revolution, it's 3 times 2 pi r. That way, n revolutions, if the wheel has undergone like n revolutions, how much will be the total distance?
N times 2 pi r.
N times 2 pi r, right? So this will be the distance. So in our question, we are given that S is the distance traveled. If S is the distance traveled, it will be the number of revolutions into 2 pi r, right? So if you had to find the number of revolutions, that will be equal to how much?
S upon 2 pi r. So the statement is
हाँ, S upon 2 pi r, right? So मिल गया हमारा formula. So that's why that statement is true. Okay, so this is like an important concept related to perimeter. You might get questions related to this key. इतने revolutions में कितना distance travel किया and application based on this. Okay. So this is kind of important to understand कि how do the number of revolutions relate to the distance that is traveled. Okay. Awesome. Nikki got it. All right. Mansi, Anirban, you guys got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay. Another way to look at it is फिर से unitary method भी use कर सकते हो. तो 2 pi r distance travel करने में there is one revolution. S distance travel करने में कितने revolution? So you get S into 1 upon 2 pi r. Number of revolution is S by 2 pi r. You can think of it that way also. ठीक है. Oh, let's do 7, 8. Seventh question, circumference of two circles are equal. Is it necessary that their areas are equal? Yes, no?
yes, because when circumference will be equal, that's why radius will be equal, and because of that, area will also be equal.
Correct. So circumference,
Similarly for 8th question.
8th also you can justify it. So circumference is equal to 2 pi r, right? 2 is a constant, pi is a constant. So circumference depends only on radius. तो अगर circumference equal है, इसका मतलब है radius भी equal होना चाहिए. और अगर radius equal है, तो areas भी equal हो जाएगा. Awesome. And it's the same logic for 8th also. So 9th is like an application of what we did in 6th. Do you guys want to do it or will you do it for homework?
And can we do it now?
You want to do it? ठीक है. Do it 9th. I'll put a time limit on this, okay? Abhi it's 4-5. Do it by, like, send your answers by 4-7. 2 minutes. Calculation के लिए.
Ma'am, which question? 9.
हाँ.
Okay.
Let's see how many of you are able to send it by 4-9. 4-7, sorry. Oh, you given area instead of radius, no? So I'll increase like, okay, not 2 minutes, take slightly longer. Send it by 410. So दो calculation रहेगा. First find the radius and second find the thing that's required, number of revolutions. Okay. Oh, Puneet has already found out. Shall I also do it to verify your answer? Oh, Aditya and Devi also have sent it. All three of you got the same answer. Okay. So you guys are taking pi as 22 by 7, na? So division में आसान हो जाएगा. Yeah. Elena also got it.
Miss, in our school, ma'am, so like unless it is not mentioned in the question that you have to take it as 3.1, so you have to use it as 22%.
Yeah. And sometimes you can, like, based on the numbers, you can figure it out, like how, with what it's divisible by and all that. Awesome. Puneet and Mansi, you guys need to check your calculation. Sorry, Puneet, nahi, that was a wrong question that I saw. I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, so Mansi, you need to check your calculation. Baki sab log, Elena, Devya, Aditya, and Puneet, your answers are right. This is for 10th question that you sent, na? ठीक है, that's a direct question.
Ma'am, which question? We had to solve the 9th question.
You have to solve the 9th one, huh?
So the
And
9th
ma'am, if you are done with 9th, then we have to answer for the 10th.
Now up to you. Direct question hai. So if you do it now, then your homework will be reduced. Okay, it's already 4:10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have solved it. Usme se one person got it wrong. Okay, 6 people have solved it.
Ma'am, just a minute.
Huh. So Neki, Anirban, and Aditya has sent. Okay, Divya has sent. और किसने नहीं भेजा? So Neki and Anirban, you guys need to check. Mansi, why are you getting related to 8? Okay, Mansi, radius कितना आया?
Ma'am, I got it. First I got it 7, but then I guess I made a decimal error. So
No, 7 was right.
7 is the right answer.
Radius of 10.
So, ma'am, like I use the revolution formula given above, like S upon 2 pi r.
Correct.
So I put 176 upon 2 pi r. So I'm getting 8.
So
So is it wrong?
176 upon 2 pi r, you need to, like, the answer for this is 40. Yeah.
Oh,
So the first thing is area, you're given 1.54. So pi r square is equal to 1.54. For the ease of calculation, change this to 154 upon 100. आसान हो जाएगा for square root and all. Because square root of 100, 10 आ जाएगा easily. So pi r square equal to this. So r square will be equal to 154 upon 100 into pi will be 22 by 7. तो उसका reciprocal हो जाएगा 7 by 22. So just solve this. Don't disturb this 100 because square root निकालने में आसान है. So 22 2 11s are 2 7s are 14, 7s are. So if you look at this, you get this thing. So r square, you get 7 square upon 100. So r will be equal to direct 7 by 10. 7 by 10 meters. So sorry, yeah, decimal to aayega wo, so it will be 0.7. Then after that, use the formula. Number of revolutions will be equal to S, you given to be 176 divided by 2 pi r. So 176 divided by 2 into 22 by 7 into r is 7 by 10. So 7 gets cancelled. 2 are 2, 88s are 22 into 4 times is 88. So you end up with 4 into 10 is 40 revolutions.
Ma'am, I'm getting something different as sent from what. Can you check if there's an error?
1 minute. Oh yeah, you sent the image, right? Let me see what. Pi r square you get 0.07. So that's where you made a mistake. No, r square, your 0.07 फिर वो denominator में नहीं है, that's in the numerator.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's why we got it different. So once you correct that, फिर plug it in the दूसरा वाला formula and you'll get it properly. So I think you wrote it below the line, so you thought it was in the denominator. Neki,
Yeah.
numerator में ही होगा.
yeah, ma'am. Now I got 40.
Okay. Mansi, तुम्हारा like what happened? Like, did you figure out क्या हुआ?
Yeah, ma'am. I made a decimal error, but then I got it, and I just I don't know, blindly substituted it, and then I got it. I just forgot to multiply 5. Like.
Okay. ठीक है. Cool. 9th हो गया. Then Anirban also got it. So Anirban, you need to work on the speed, like थोड़ा सा fast. You got the right answer. So now let's do some problems based on area of sector. Segment बाद में करते हैं. So find the area of sector and find the, okay. Do number 13. So this is like a direct question based on area of sector. So abhi formula likha hai, you can refer to the formula that we wrote in the notes. Attempt it because it's direct, substitute करके find out करना है. So once you're done with 13, do question number 15.
Again, ma'am, so in the previous question, the radius was 0.7.
In the previous question, what's that, Nikki?
Question number 9, then what was the radius?
9th May radius was 0.7 meters. So 7 by 10 आएगा वो.
Yeah, 0.7.
Do 13 and 13 के बाद 15. I'll also do it with this area of sector.
Ma'am, we have to do 14th also or direct 15th after 13th?
Direct 15. 13 के बाद 15. 14 the same as 13, like same formula, direct application as well. Oh, people have already sent. 13th के लिए find the area of sector. तो minor sector, major sector दोनों का भेजना पड़ेगा. Puneet, yes. Aditya, yes. Anirban,
Ma'am, it's the 10 for minor and major too.
huh?
Okay, got it.
Divya, is that for 14th or 15th?
15.
15th. अच्छा 15th देखना पड़ेगा. Send your 14th का answer. Anirban, your answer is correct, but one small thing you need to take care of is here it's mentioned use pi 3.14. So in that case, you need to get your answer in decimals, okay? So especially if you're
Ma'am, for the minor segment also we have to use 3.14.
yeah, for everything you need to use, like this whole question may you need to use pi ka value as 3.14. Awesome. Elena, yes. Acha, Aditya has sent for 15. Puneet also got it. Divya also got it. Mansi, yes. 13th is completely correct. 15th, 3 of you got the same answer. Let me check if that's right. Area, okay. Yeah, awesome. Dhruv, you won't get like a proper round figure answer, no? You're pretty close. I don't know how accurate you'd be. Anirban, that is for 13th. Minor is
Ma'am, is my answer correct for 15th?
15th, yeah. Whoever has sent 15th ke liye answer abhi tak, all of you are right. Actually, 13th also. Whoever has sent any answer, you guys got the right answer.
Ma'am, which question to do now?
Okay, 13 and 15 अगर खत्म हो गया तो I was planning I'll look at some level 2. Okay, फटाफट भेज दो. Rest of you. So Neki, Mansi, Puneet has sent for both. Yes, Elena sent for both. Divya, did you send for 13? No, 13 ka nahi mila, so you need to send that.
No, ma'am.
Aditya has sent for both. Then Dhruv has sent for 13. 15th you're still doing. Okay. Anirban, 15th ka bhi kar le.
For area of major sector, we can just subtract the area of minor sector from the area of circle.
Yes. So two ways of finding area of major sector. Either you subtract the angle or you find the area of the circle itself and subtract it. Whichever is easier. Cool. Divya, you got it. Yes. Okay. This most of you are done with. Area of minor sector, you'll get approximately 4.184 के आसपास centimeter square. And major sector, you'll get approximately 46.05 centimeter.
Ma'am, I'm getting 4.186.
That depends on your decimal value, because you're taking 3.14 and then you get like 1.33. Like you'll get a different answer if you take 1.3, you'll get differently if you take 1.33. So that way it will differ slightly. So that's why I've given approximate values. As long as you're getting in the vicinity. Plus minus 0.01 is all right, because it depends on how many decimal values you're taking for multiplication. But if you're getting something like 4.25, then that's like a completely different answer. That's wrong. But 4.184, 186, close enough. That's fine. Mansi, 15th ka answer, yes, that is correct. Okay. Next. So level 1 is pretty much like this only. Find the area of circle. You'll be given the radius, central angle diya hai, so you need to find the area. So just application of formula. So let's look at some level 2 questions to see if there's something completely different. This is actually a good question. Look at 12.2.5. You need to use your knowledge of geometry for this. So if the sum of the circumferences of two circles with radii r1 and r2 is equal to the circumference of a circle with radius r, then what is the thing? It's quite easy, you guys. I was expecting you'll send answer in like 10-20 seconds. Divya has sent it. Good. Puneet? Absolutely. Elena, yes. Mansi, yes. Cool. 12.25, 12.2.5 सबको आ गया ना? Now, I'll add a twist in this question. Instead of circumferences, let's say this circle of radius r1, r2, and r, such that area of circle 1 plus area of circle 2 is equal to area of circle 3. Then what can you say? What will be the relation between r1, r2, and r? And I'm giving you the same options between these. So call this B. No, Mansi. Close, but it's wrong. Not correct.
Can you repeat your question once again?
हाँ, तो similar to this question, इस question में circumferences का relation दिया है ना, so I am saying area of circle 1 plus area of circle 2 is equal to area of the circle 3 with radius r. Tabhi, in that case, what will be the relation between r1, r2 and r? But your options are same as this. Then what will be the case?
Ma'am, is my answer correct?
Anirban, for the variation, it is correct. Aditya, if you're like, did you answer 12.2.5 or did you answer the variation?
12.2.5.
Uske liye your answer is correct, yes.
Ma'am,
Anirban,
what do you have answer? What do we have to answer as variation? Like, I don't
so is question ka variation I asked is if the sum of the areas of the two circles is equal to the area of the circle with radius r, then what is the relation between r1, r2 and r bit like among these options? Elena, for 12.2.5, your answer is correct, but for the variation, it's not correct. Other areas equal hai, so that will not be the answer. Okay, think about it. I'll give you the answer.
Ma'am, even I have something.
Oh, Neki got the correct answer for the variation with the, wait. But no, like how did you get the values 1 and 2? No, R and R1 and R2.
I think all the radius will be 1. So R1 plus R2 will be 2, which will be greater than R.
But we don't know that. Like it doesn't have to be 1. Your answer is correct, but reasoning.
Area is equal. Area, all the three areas are equal, right?
Area is all equal नहीं यहाँ पे जो लिखा है like area of circle 1 plus area of circle 2 is equal to the area of circle 3.
Oh.
Aditya, no, like you can say something. The answer is definitely between A, B, and C for sure. Okay, so if areas of two circles with radius 1 and 2 is equal to the area of the third circle, तो R1, R2, R के बीच में relation क्या आएगा?
Can you explain 12.2.5 and the relation both again?
हाँ, I'll discuss it. Okay, so first 12.2.5, sum of the circumferences of two circles is equal to circumference of the third circle. मतलब what is the circumference of R1 and R2? क्या होगा?
2 pi R1 and 2 pi R2.
Yes. So 2 pi R1 है, 2 pi R2 है. So according to the statement, तीनों के बीच में relation क्या है? Sum of circumferences of the two circles. So relation क्या होगा?
2 pi R is equal to 2 pi R1 plus 2 pi R2.
Absolutely. 2 pi R1 plus 2 pi R2 will be equal to 2 pi R. इन दोनों का sum, like circumferences का sum, is equal to the circumference of the circle with radius r. ये तीसरा circumference. Okay, तो इसको simplify करने पे क्या आएगा?
2 pi r1 plus r2 is equal to 2 pi r.
Correct. और simplify कर सकते हो?
Maybe we cut 2 pi and r1 plus r2 is equal to r. Is equal to r.
R1 plus R2 is equal to R. So 12.2.5 का answer होगा option A, which a lot of you have already gotten. Good. Now in the variation, I said instead of circumferences, I said areas बना दो इधर. So what will be the relation between all three?
Pi r square 1 plus pi r square 2 is equal to pi r square.
Correct. Pi r1 square plus pi r2 square is equal to pi r square. तो इधर simplify करने पे what will you get?
R1 square plus R2 square is equal to R square.
Yes. R1 square plus R2 square is equal to R square. Okay. Now this is a correct relation, but if I gave you the same options, R1, like this option A, option B, option C, option B, I didn't give you R1 square plus R2 square equal to R square. Then can you figure out what the answer could be? So R1 plus R2 के बारे में what can you say? Is it equal to R? Would it be greater than R or would it be less than R? Or can it be anything? Nothing definite can be said.
And greater than r.
Greater than R.
Nice. Okay, what's your reasoning?
We can add them both, right? So
Like how is it necessary that it will be greater than R? Why won't it be less than R or equal? Okay, so what does this relation look like to you guys? R1 square plus R2 square equal to R square. Is it similar to some other relation that you can?
Pythagoras theorem.
Right. So अगर ये if you apply the same thing to Pythagoras theorem, तो तीन side में से hypotenuse कौन सा होगा?
So R.
r square.
Like R will be the hypotenuse.
longitude.
Pythagoras theorem में square तो करना ही पड़ेगा, so R will be the hypotenuse. So if all these three are sides of a right angled triangle, what else do you know about triangles?
Sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third.
Right?
So R1 plus R2 will be greater than R.
Exactly. So that would be the reasoning there.
Ma'am, the last step I was looking is R1 square plus R2 square is equal to R square. So after that, how do we write it?
You can just say like so R1, R2 and R form like a Pythagorean triplet. You guys remember? Pythagorean triplet.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, Pythagorean triplet मतलब they form the sides of a right angled triangle. So if they are sides of a triangle, then sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. So R1 plus R2 will be greater than R. Yeah, so that would be the thing. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to see, like, think of, whenever you come across equations like that, think of those connects also. Just wanted to show you this. Okay, it's almost 4:37. So I'll discuss area of segment, like perimeter and area of segment. Uske baad, today, tomorrow, do level 1 and maybe some level 2 questions. Like be perfect with the direct questions, like application of the formula. so that you don't make these tiny mistakes, like decimals may, calculation may, things like that. Then Thursday we'll discuss the more complicated questions. So we'll look at level 3, like maybe some level 2, but mostly level 3 kind of questions. So these kind of questions. Okay.
Ma'am, if possible, can you give a list of questions that we must do, because that would be easier.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Level 1 and level 2 combined will be 2 months. And if to study for the
सारे
other
questions नहीं कर सकते हो level 1 के, like excluding the ones that we
No,
did.
ma'am, because like some of them are direct also, and like that would be too easy because our exam
But-
is in 1 week and we have to study others.
Yeah, ma'am. All other subjects come. They
Other
just told
subjects.
us 2 days before that our exam is next.
You guys will be fine. Like questions to kar pa rahe ho. Don't worry about it. And I saw the syllabus, like सारे chapters नहीं आ रहे, only there you have only 3 chapters coming, no math में. Like you have coordinate geometry, trigonometry,
Trigonometry and distance.
this one. It'll be fine. It's okay. Perimeter and area of segment. Okay, so segment is basically part of a circle. You have chord, call it AB. So if you had to find perimeter, what will be the perimeter of a segment?
Chord plus
R
length of arc.
Chord.
Correct. So only the solid line ka length you need to consider perimeter ke liye. So that's going to be length of the chord AB plus length of the arc AB. So that's going to be length of the chord length plus length of arc. कैसे find out कर सकते हो?
Theta by 360 into 2 pi r.
Theta by 360 into 2 pi r. Pretty straightforward. Okay. Now area of segment. Agar is pura, like if you had to find the area of the shaded part, is there a direct formula you can use to find out? So if you had to find this much, okay, what is the
area of sector minus area of triangle?
correct. So this is like a weird shape. You don't have like a direct way to find out. So what you do is you find the area of the pura sector, like the black area, and usme se remove the unshaded part. If you subtract the triangle, you'll be left with the segment part of it. Okay. So area of the segment is equal to area of the sector minus area of the triangle. Okay, so area of the sector formula yaad hai? How do you find the area of sector?
Theta by 360.
1 theta by 360 into pi r square.
Pi r square minus area of the triangle. So यहाँ पे area of the triangle, which triangle am I referring to?
Right angle triangle.
Which right
No,
angle
right
triangle?
angle. OAB.
So area of triangle OAB. So अगर ये पूरा sector है, sector will basically give you the whole area of, you know, whatever I've shaded in black, right? उसमें से we don't want this particular part OAB. Now वो right angle हो सकता है, equilateral हो सकता है, it can be anything. So it depends on ये theta का value कितना है. But whatever the triangle may be, this is the area you need to remove. You need to subtract. Okay. And area of the triangle. Now there are different ways of finding area of the triangle. What are the formulas that you guys know of area of triangle के लिए?
Half into base into height.
Yes.
Then there
Half
is
into
Heron's
base
formula,
into
and then lastly the
under root
equilateral
s
triangle.
s minus a s minus b s minus c.
Absolutely. So depending on your situation, problem may, are you given this height, is it a right angle triangle? Are you given radius and length of the chord both? So depending on what information you have, you can use any formula to figure out what is the area of the triangle. Okay. And if it's a right angle triangle, सबसे आसान है, you can use half into base into height itself. अगर right angle नहीं है, equilateral triangle है, तो you have this thing, you have a formula for equilateral triangle also. Do you guys remember equilateral triangle का formula?
Root 3 by 4 a square.
Yes. So equilateral triangle है, so you can use root 3 by 4 a square. Okay, so depending on what type of triangle it is, you can use any of the formula, but it's like common sense, okay? Like पूरा area में से जो whichever is unwanted उसको निकाल दो, and then you'll be left with area of the segment. Okay. Okay, so note down these formulas, perimeter के लिए and area के लिए, and we'll do a couple of problems based on area of the segment. Acha, if you compare area of sector and area of segment, which one will be lesser? Like same angle ka sector and segment agar consider कर रहे हो, so which one will be smaller, which one will be bigger? Very nice. Yes, Puneet, correct.
Ma'am, should we note this?
Yeah, formulas note करना पड़ेगा. You can note down the formulas for triangle also. It'll be a good refresher, and if you're stuck somewhere, you can refer.
Area of sector will be more than segment, because in
Yes.
segment we are subtracting triangles from the sector.
Correct. So segment is like part of a whole sector. So sector will be bigger, segment will be smaller.
Ma'am, also in towards classwork sum, where we could not use half into base into height for triangle, we use the concept of trigonometry.
Huh. You can do that also, because you know one of the angles, if it's like 30, 60, 45, you can use trigonometry to find like different sides of the triangle. You can use, yeah, you can draw the height and you can use trigonometry to find that also. Yeah, absolutely. Done? Awesome. Let's do this. Nikki is also done. Okay. Okay. So if you have your workbooks with you, whoever is done noting down the questions, you can look at 12.2.21. So once you're done with this, do 12.2.21. Okay. So once everybody's done, I'll switch and I'll show the question. But in the meantime, if you have your workbook with you, you can look at that question. Okay, so Puneet, Neki, Mansi, Alina are done. What about the rest? Anirban, Divya, Dhruv, Aditya. So are you done noting down the formula? Are you looking at the question or you still noting down the formula?
I'm looking at the question.
Okay, Anirban's also done. Okay, Divya is also done.
Ma'am, which question are we solving?
I've put it there, 12.2.21. Dhruv is also done. Acha, sab log khatam ho, like if you're done, let me know. I'll put the question here. This one, 21st question. Length of minute hand of a clock is 14 centimeter. So you have a clock. Length of the minute hand is 14 centimeter. Find the area swept by the minute hand in 5 minutes. So let's say this is at 12, 5 minutes. Like when it comes to 1, how much area has the minute hand swept? So 5 minutes may how much angle would it have covered? Like imagine you have a clock. So clock may, when it's 5 minutes past, so how much angle would it have covered?
30 degree.
30 degree.
Okay. 2 people have answered. Everyone agrees? Like, are they right or are they not?
Yes, ma'am. 30.
Yeah, ma'am.
So how did you figure that it's 30?
This for the
Ma'am,
whole circle.
Huh.
Ma'am, because for 60 minutes, it is 360 degrees. So
Yes.
for 1 minute, it will be 6 degrees.
Correct. So for 1 minute, or directly you can say for 5 minutes kitna hoga? So it'll be 5 into 360 divided by 60. So you get 30 degrees. Okay, awesome. So once you have the once you figured out the area, you can figure out okay how much it has swept. Okay, are you guys doing the calculation or okay? Nikki has already done it. Cool. Correct. Awesome. Okay, so once you got it, look at another question. Okay, 24 में are you guys able to visualize क्या हो रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
We have to
ma'am.
find the area of sector into 2.
Yeah, R is given for both and 115 is a theta.
Very nice, correct. So car windshield hai, and there are 2 wipers that are not overlapping. So both of them form their own sectors and you're given the angle for both also. So you find out any one multiplied by 2 to get the answer. Cool. Okay. Find the area of segment, like all of these are direct. Oh, this is interesting. Look at, actually there are a couple of problems. So let's look at question number 43 first. So you given,
Ma'am, I have given the answer for the 24th.
oh, wow, good. Look at 43. If the area of sector of a circle is 5 by 18th of the area of that circle. Find the central angle of the sector. So do 43. So 43 will be last one, and homework ke liye, like level 1 is like we can pretty much skip it. So I'll give you selected questions from level 2. Do that by tomorrow. Then Thursday ko we'll focus only on like level 3 type of questions. Okay. Puneet, 4. Like what, 4 degrees? What? He's sending a bunch of numbers, Puneet. I don't understand.
Ma'am, which is the last one?
Okay. Huh. Last one is correct. So Aditya also got it. Good stuff.
Ma'am, is this the last question we are doing?
Yes, this is the last question.
If then can we?
So 43 correct can leave. I'll give you questions from level 2 only, Pura.
So,
Huh. Neki got it. Awesome.
ma'am, are we doing 54 or we can leave?
This one.
So discuss. Okay. So area. So you're given that area of sector is equal to 5 by 18 into pi r square. So you need to find what is the central angle of the sector. So you can just like substitute it in the formula and you'll get it, Mansi. Elena got it, Anirban got it, correct. So area of sector kitna hai? So theta by 360 into pi r square is given as 5 by 18th of pi r square, which is area of the circle, right? So central angle matlab you need to find theta kitna hai, sector ka angle kitna hai. So now can you find out? Yes, Namansi also got it. Yeah, awesome. So by 5:15, I'll send you guys the list of questions. Karlo, and then next Thursday ko next class hai na? So we'll discuss wherever you guys have a doubt, and we'll do the higher level questions.